Okay, we are going to retexture the constructor. Okay, first step of editing the any federation ship with current alpha channels. Alpha channels are basically where you can't see the base textures, which is where, so anything that's glowing means it will be glowing in game. Save it with this paint.net under this. It will remove the alpha channels, enabling you to see everything. And that's where the editing will start. Now that you can see everything about the ship, normally what I do is collect the bump map, which will give me basically the specs, or very clear outlines of the con. Then we overlay it, so we can blend two images together. Sometimes clearing it, sometimes making it look really different. Most times it works really well. After I find one of these modes that work, okay, let's go for this one. Let's try and figure out where all the textures belong on all of the model, so I can add appropriate textures. What I want to do is probably put black and yellow striping around here, which will mean it will be black and yellow striping around the worker bee hangar area, which is probably a good thing. And don't worry, you'll have to watch the silent bits because I'll be editing those out. Okay, now we have this bit selected here, but a clever way of making stripes in a section that you don't want to do it manually is I gotta deselect that bit, haven't I? Is if you go yellow, black colors, you're rendering a cloud. This can make cloud effects, but if you make it small enough, it can make it look striped. I think if I can find the right scale. And if that doesn't work, God knows, I'll figure out something out. I've always got like special texture somewhere. Okay, let's try this, and then let's try zoom blur. I don't think that works. Maybe we shall worry about making the base textures until I can decide what area needs hazard signs, or until I can make like a something to add. Overlay is also good. It normally makes the textures are shinier, like silver. Okay, let's try this. Which is sepia. We can adjust the tone so you make it blue or silver. No, that's why those are literally completely yellow color. Okay, that's nice. Okay, let's go with this. Now the other thing, you don't want to see that, it's recording. I did have like a whole mesh thing somewhere. I just remember where I put it. This can be very useful for adding whole plating looks. If your model is looking a bit flat. That's what I did with the Evolve. So, by doing this, you can literally add layers on layers of new looks or new effects. Sometimes improving, sometimes making it much worse. I would say that actually works. This here is going to be door, so maybe we can put some yellow stripes up the center of that. Don't know why I copied it. Okay, so we're gonna put yellow stripes here. Best way of doing this would be taking it to a completely separate paint in order to edit in the valid sections. So we're probably gonna have cubes. That's not a cube. There's a full. Nor is that a cube apparently. Once this is done, we can start adding in the stripes. Hopefully it'll make it look like warning signs saying do not go near here, there is a moving hatch. At least. I want black to be at the ends so it blends in better with the new doors. The doors like this thing here. If you don't want the these bits to look pixely, increase the contrast. It will make it completely all the same tone. Use this here. Decrease the blue, increase the yellow. There's saturation, but that doesn't always work. This one's slightly more efficient. Here are black yellow stripes. Now, because these are like completely brand new, the best way to get these onto a texture without them looking strange or out of place is put them in a new layer and blend them in. So let's do that. See, if this was put here, I'm pretty sure it would look fairly out of place. Probably wouldn't look too bad, but it would certainly look like it doesn't match the rest of the ship. Now if we do this, I think that cube here is one line too big. That sucks. I'm gonna fix that. There we go. Okay, we probably just want to make these white. Yeah, it doesn't work. Like grey, I guess. Now we're doing that. It makes these blend in somewhat better. So now from a distance this looks like it should be there. It doesn't look out of place, it doesn't look too bright, it looks like it's made into the texture. Now the other thing which can be done to make it look better from a distance is use surface blur, which does what it says. It will make all the pixels, it will make everything blur together. But using the correct setting, it will not blur the pixels, it will just change the surface of the texture, making it very smooth instead of being pixely, so it makes it much sharper in some effects, like it has this time, quite luckily. I think this bump, like grid bump, is a bit much. Dial that down a bit. Yeah, that looks pretty good.